Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Paul. In the last few videos I've been testing out the DJI Neo drone with different sports. I've done a paddleboard and a trail bike, and in this video I'm going to do rollerblading. The DJI Neo is an affordable drone that uses its camera to track you and follow you around. Alright, so just got to the park. I'm going to test out the rollerblading, the follow mode, and maybe the other tracking modes on the drone, the DJI Neo drone. There's not too many people out here, hoping not to run into anybody. Just can't go on one of the off paths that isn't very often frequented by people. So I'm going to try it out there and we'll see how it goes. It's a beautiful time of year in southern Ontario with asters and chamomile blooming and even monarch butterflies flying around getting ready to leave for winter. These amazing creatures fly all the way down to Mexico, over 3 generations for them to make the journey back. So it's a great time to enjoy nature and get out there and do a little bit of walking or rollerblading in my case. The drone comes with many built-in shooting modes, and I'm just going to show you a few of these right here. For most of this video you're going to see follow mode, but there's also direction track, rocket, droney, and circle, and other modes. So I just wanted to test out some of those modes. So the first one is going to be direction track. In this mode the drone will follow from the side or from the front, depending where it starts at. In rocket, the drone will go up, straight up, and it will come down as well, with the camera pointed down. Of course, droney is the typical one where the drone flies away from you and then flies back towards you. And the last one I'm going to try here is circle, and this will do a 360 circle around you. And I'm not sure if at this moment I touched something or if the drone did that, but it did bend down a little bit. I'm using the controls and I can make it go up or down. So it's currently behind me. I want it high enough so in case somebody comes around, they're not gonna get hit by it. So let's see, this is a pretty section here. The DJI Neo is designed to track you from behind, keeping you in frame as you skate. With just a few taps, the air tracking locks onto you and does all the hard work. It's doing a really good job. The AI is designed to adjust the drone's position based on my movement, keeping a steady distance while avoiding obstacles. If it does recognize an obstacle it can't cross, it will just stop and hover in place. Using the DJI Fly app on my phone, I was able to control the drone. I was mostly using the up and down button to make it go up or down, helping out the AI a little bit. Alright, so you can see the buttons. Using the phone app I think is kind of essential if you're rollerblading on a public path, because it lets you get out of the way of people or branches. Like this trail is so overgrown, there's lots of branches for you car. Just rough to rollerblade here. There are limits how high you can go up with the app and in the tracking mode, and how low it will go. Little apples on the ground. Crab apples. Oh, it's gonna have a part. The drone uses the camera to spot any obstacles in its way. However, it does benefit from some help as it can't see every single branch. Very low. Okay, this is fine. It makes it through, and this is as low as the drone will go. It was raining sporadically throughout the day, so unavoidably I probably have some raindrops on the lens, and that's probably what's causing the blooming in the left corner and the right corner. As the rays hit the raindrop, it blooms a little bit higher. Okay, so it was telling me minimum height distance reached before, and now through this bridge here. Okay, we're at 5 minutes flight. I'm getting closer to a green algae covered creek. That's rather picturesque. I've seen lots of birds in this area. It's a little bit uphill to get to the bridge, and with the cracked pavement and the leaves on the ground and the wet conditions, it was a bit of a struggle to get up there. I want to show, I stopped to show the river here. Just right there, it's like a foot or two away from the camera at this point. Might not seem like it on the GoPro. As I often frequent this section of the trail, walking my dog, I've seen green heron here and even vultures, and this is the drone as it's following me, doing a great job so far. Let's see if the top here is just kind of too broken up, really too slippery because of the rain. Okay, I think it just hit a branch. Yep, it's a branch directly above it. So, back, start. Okay, recovered. There's too many leaves here. In southern Ontario, the poplar tree is one of the first ones to lose its leaves. So most of the leaves you're seeing on the ground are poplar. And also because of winds, usually that come in the fall, there's lots of little tiny branches that I'm kind of struggling to get through and tripping over. Set it up now. How high up will it go? Okay, this is as high as it'll go. So this is the maximum height. And we're still at 34%, so we'll see how. Okay, we want to get down because there's a power line here. It looks like this path was patched up with these tar lines not long ago. If you hit one of these lengthwise, you're very likely to fall as the wheels lock up. It's a really terrible place to rollerblade because these asphalt lines, if you hit one of them, your wheels will kind of break. But we'll keep going. We are at 30%. On an overgrown trail like this, it's not really possible to track yourself from the side. as the drone doesn't have any side sensors, so it would hit the first branch that comes along. Going left to right and rotate left to right. I think that would just send it into the bushes. So I'm not going to try that. I think I want it to be lower. Oops, sorry. Alright, and just around the corner, somebody comes around running in the opposite direction. At first I thought it was them running that caused the drone to crash, but in fact later on it was a flower. Alright, so fell into the ground. Just the attitude mode. Flag of caution, I'm not sure. I think I got confused because the other person was running from around the corner. Okay, so here it is. Okay, it did pretty well. Looks like much better pavement here. And alright, we are at 20%, 22%. Oh, much better to right here. Much better to play. Still slippery because of the wet ground, the rain. And there are these lines, patches. Definitely. Okay. I don't think anybody's going to be there. So just as the pavement conditions got better, the drone started running low on battery at this point, and it's going to give me a warning saying that it needs to land. Okay, so that happened at 14%. It's right now it's at 13%. Just can't grab it. Just look a little bit dirty from hitting the branch, I think here. To hit something, the propellers look okay. But it's amazing, a GoPro, chest mount, and the drone all manages to fit in here. Should put the lens cover on it though. The following day I had a lot more confidence in my ability to control the drone, so I took it on a different path, a much better path, a very straight path for the most part, and this was the longest stretch I did that day, and it was going pretty good. I'm picking up speed now, but the Neo is still right behind me, keeping me centered in the frame. Pretty impressive for such a small and affordable drone. The one thing I do find a bit of an issue with rollerblading and using a drone like this to follow yourself, it's really two scenarios here at play. So because you're going pretty fast on rollerblades, it's hard to find a stretch of trail that doesn't have other people on it, and then if it does have people, then you're likely to send the drone up to avoid anybody just in case and not to startle them. And in that scenario, you're very likely to run into branches. You can see all these branches overhanging the trail. With the phone app, it's very easy to send the drone straight up, and it gets high enough that potentially somebody doesn't get startled by it. So that's good. And the drone will follow you to the left side like it does here to avoid being directly over the person. I don't think that they even heard the drone, to be honest. But here's the issue. You're gonna see right here. And at this point, it looks like the drone lost me for a second, then finds me again, only to run into a branch of a tree. Oh, this is an oak tree. So I had to back up and manually take control of the drone to get it lower, because it wasn't going to track me. It wasn't going to see me through those branches. So I had to lower it down. And it doesn't seem like it ever locked back on, because it doesn't follow me. So again, I had to take control and have it. So I had to stop, turn around and take control, and just manually move it with the controls on the phone to go forward. Now it has locked on and is following me again, but there's going to be a truck coming from around the corner from underneath the bridge here, and I'll have to get off to the side and let it pass. So I think you definitely need the phone to be able to control the drone if you're rollerblading, just because there's going to be bound to be surprises just like this one, and you don't want the drone hitting a car or a person. The nice thing is you can just use one hand to make it go up and down, and that's usually enough to avoid anything. Alright, and this is yet another day that I took it out, and this time it's a very windy day. So this is me heading back, and as I'm heading back, the wind, I'm not sure exactly what happens, but I do hit a tree branch this time. See, if you just let the drone follow you, you know, at your height, then these problems wouldn't happen. But to get better images, you kind of want to send it up, but it's right here that it hits the tree branch and then goes flying into the bushes, and I actually end up spending quite a bit of time looking for it. The battery was very low on the drone, but luckily I was screen recording on the phone, and I was able to re-watch the footage and find the drone, but it took me a good 10-15 minutes to find it. Okay, where is it? It's right here. So, very windy day today, and here it is. Okay, discovery. Drone still has the lights on. Gotta look up how to have it beep to me where it's at. Alright. Few scratches. Okay, I think everything's okay. Just a matter of it being so windy today. I gotta do up my shoe. Shoelace gotten done. That's gonna be it for today. So it was time to head back, and I only had battery left on the GoPro, so this footage is just from the GoPro. So I just had to stop by here because there were squirrels, so many squirrels underneath this tree eating acorns. Oh, look at that. Look, so many squirrels just feasting on this oak. Underneath this oak tree. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, where I hope to do a little bit of kayaking and fishing. And of course, try out the drone doing those things too.